Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Beau again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump losing in Portland. On Friday, U.S. District Court Judge Karen Emmergut, who is a Trump appointee, handed down her final order on Trump's deployment of National Guard troops to the city. As we go over this, it's important to remember that there are significant signs that Trump's decision to deploy troops to the city was based in large part on old videos from years ago being aired on the news. The judge found that Trump's claims of Portland were, well, let's just call them exaggerated. She found that the protests he thought were leading to a burning and war-torn Portland were in fact, quote, predominantly peaceful, with only isolated and sporadic instances of relatively low-level violence. She went on to acknowledge that she, quote, may lack jurisdiction to enjoin President Trump in the performance of his official duties. She then issued an injunction barring Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth and Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem from deploying the troops to Portland. More specifically, it stops them from federalizing and deploying the Oregon National Guard, federalizing and deploying the Texas National Guard to Oregon, the deployment of already federalized National Guard members from California and Texas to Oregon, and deploying any state's National Guard to Oregon if that deployment uses the same rationale as this one. It's pretty comprehensive, so much so that some of it's almost certain to hit issues in higher courts. Traditionally, there is nothing that stops the president from putting troops on federal property for pretty much any purpose. It's the actions off federal property that are really in question. A lot of the ruling relies on the 10th Amendment. The judge said the administration, quote, violated the 10th Amendment. Under the 10th Amendment, the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively, or to the people. As discussed above with respect to standing, defendants' federalization and deployment of the Oregon National Guard commandeered these state officers to enforce a federal law enforcement program at the Portland ICE facility, in violation of the 10th Amendment. Again, it's worth mentioning that in real life, the current disturbances have been pretty well confined to a single location. After the news came out, Governor Tina Kotek said, quote, this ruling, now the fourth of its kind, validates the facts on the ground. Oregon does not want or need military intervention, and President Trump's attempts to federalize the Guard is a gross abuse of power. Oregon National Guard members have been away from their jobs and families for 38 days. The California National Guard has been here for just over 1 month. Based on this ruling, I am renewing my call to the Trump administration to send all troops home now. The Trump administration is almost certain to ignore this call and appeal. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.